سلام المسیح دوستوں، بہنوں اور بھائیوں، آج ہمیں ایک اور بھائی نے بہت زور سے پکارا کہ اللہ مجھے گائیڈ کر دے، اللہ مجھے ہدایت دے دے۔ ہائے 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 ہائے۔ تو اللہ کی جو فار کرائے آف اللہ ہے نا، وہ میرے کو آج گپ شپ لگانی ہے بھائی سے، کیونکہ اس بھائی نے بتایا کہ آدم بھائی، میں اللہ گائیڈ یو، میں اللہ گائیڈ یو۔ تو آج ہم اس کے اوپر بات کریں گے بھائی سے، اگر بھائی ہمارے پاس آ جائیں۔ امید ہے کہ بھائی آئیں گے، بیکاز جیسا کہ بھائی نے بولا ویسا ہی ہم نے کیا، اور ہم نے بھائی کو ہر ممکن موقع دے دیا کہ وہ آئیں اور گپ شپ لگائیں۔ اور زی ہمارے ساتھ لائیو چیٹ میں ہے۔ زی صاحب، میں نے اسٹریم یارڈ کا لنک شیئر کر دیا ہوا ہے آلریڈی، آپ آئیے، جوائن کیجئے، اور اپنے براؤزر کو پرمیشن دینا کیمرے اور مائکروفون کی، اور پرمیشن الاؤ کرنے کے بعد وہاں پہ ایک بٹن ہوگا جس پہ لکھا ہوگا سٹاپ کیم، تو آپ الاؤ کرنے کے بعد کیمرہ بند کر سکتے ہیں، لیکن پہلے آپ کو الاؤ کرنا ہوگا۔ سو اسٹریم یارڈ کا لنک آپ کے پاس ہے، تو آئیے، اور اللہ کی جو فار کرائے آپ نے مجھے پہنچائی ہے اس کو آ کے بتائیے کہ کیسے یہ ہو سکتا ہے، کیونکہ اللہ آپ کی بات نہیں مان رہا، وہ کوئی اور بات کر رہا ہے۔ تو امید ہے کہ زی بھائی جو ہیں وہ ہمیں لائیو جوائن کر سکیں گے۔ تو ان دا مین ٹائم فار کرائے آف اللہ تو آپ لوگوں نے دیکھ لی ہے، ٹاپک بھائی نے خود سیٹ کر دیا ہے، may Allah guide you۔ ٹھیک ہے جی، God send the messengers to guide humans، right؟ so یہ تو اب ہمیں زی بھائی بتائیں گے کہ اللہ میاں کی گائیڈنس کیسی ہے۔ سو اب ہم دیکھتے ہیں کہ زی صاحب جو ہیں وہ جناب زی صاحب کیا حال ہے؟ زی صاحب، آپ کو میری آواز آ رہی ہے؟
Hi, Mr. Adam. Do you hear me very well?
جی جی، میں آپ کو بالکل سن سکتا ہوں۔ ڈو یو وانٹ ٹو اسپیک ان انگلش؟
Yeah, I don't. I'm Arabic actually. I don't speak Urdu.
Okay, so you were texting in my Urdu channel. That's why I opened the stream in my Urdu channel. And because all of your conversation happened in my Urdu channel. So I was under the impression that you speak Urdu and you're from
Yeah,
Pakistan.
I was texting in English. That's right.
Yeah, a lot of people text in English, even though that they speak Urdu. So yeah, okay, no worries. We will switch the conversation medium. Let me tell my audience. Guys, sorry about this. Madrat ke saath,
There is
meri
more than
galti.
one voice actually speaking to me, and it's
Turn off the YouTube. You have opened
wait.
YouTube as well. So turn off YouTube so that you will
All
not.
right, I will.
Okay. So let me talk to my audience. Let me explain what happened, and then we will switch the medium to English. Okay, brother? Hold on.
Sure.
تو بھائیو، پرابلم یہ ہوا ہے کہ چونکہ بھائی نے ساری باتیں میرے ساتھ میرے اردو چینل پہ کی تھیں، تو میں سمجھ رہا تھا کہ یہ بھائی جو ہیں ہم سے بات کریں گے اردو میں، لیکن سیمز لائک کہ یہ اردو نہیں جانتے۔ پلیز میوٹ یور یوٹیوب برادر۔
Yeah, sure, I did.
یس، سو اس وجہ سے میں نے یہاں پہ کھولا ہے۔ میں یہ ویڈیو بعد میں اپلوڈ کر دوں گا اپنے انگلش چینل پہ۔ سو آئی ایم سوئچنگ انٹو انگلش۔ I'm sorry about this. So this
All good.
conversation will be in English. All right, guys. All right, Mr. Z.
How you
So
doing, sir?
I am doing very well, thank you. So my friend, you said, "May Allah guide," and you know
Yes.
Arabic very well. You said you speak Arabic as well. This will be a very interesting conversation then. So
Sure,
my
let's
friend,
have it. We are here to build bridges, so we're very happy to, speak with different culture people with different language. I guess there's many things that actually we can learn from each other, and
sounds good. Yeah,
this is a good chance.
perfect. So my friend, how about you read us Quran chapter number 3 verse number 86 to begin with? I can show it on the screen so that we can all read together. You can open your
It's
own
part of the
Quran
topic,
browser.
yeah? Is it part of the
Yeah,
topic?
exactly. You said it. May Allah guide.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
where we are going. It's already on the screen. You can read it from your own Quran or you can read it from the screen. It's all up to you.
Chapter 3, 6. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كيف يهدي الله قوما كفروا بعد إيمانهم وشهدوا أن الرسول حق وجاءهم البينات والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. صدق الله العظيم. Yes.
So what does Allah says?
It says in English, the translation, how should Allah guide a people who believed after their belief and had witnessed that the
Who
messenger is
disbelieved,
true?
brother? Who disbelieved? Who disbelieved
Who
after
disbelieved
they
after they believed
Okay.
and had witnessed
So,
that the messenger is true and clear
yeah.
signs had come to them, and Allah
Okay.
doesn't guide the wrongdoing people.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm a
Do you,
murtad.
what
I'm
do
a
you
murtad.
want to reject on this verse?
I'm a murtad. I'm not rejecting anything. I'm accepting it. Rather, I'm accepting it. I'm showing you the Quran and I want you to acknowledge with me that what Quran is saying is true. So I'm a murtad. I'm an apostate from Islam. So how can you tell me, may Allah guide, when Allah said that how can He guide when the person who was a believer, now he's a disbeliever?
Okay, like how Allah will guide people like who witness that the messenger is true. Yeah. First, Allah knows best what's the inside of the people, and God knows how they actually think. So, as it says, that their belief had witnessed that the messenger is true. You know. So there is a group of people who actually admit by themselves that this messenger is true. Above that, I'm gonna deny him. You understand? So this one actually here describe this group of people, that those group of people, they witness that this messenger is true messenger. You know, I'm not talking about the group that they don't know that.
My friend, I told you I was a murtad. I am a murtad, sorry. I was a Muslim. I believed Muhammad to be the true prophet. I am now a murtad. I'm an apostate from Islam.
You believed in the past.
I believed at that time when I was a Muslim that Muhammad is the true prophet of Islam. Quran is the perfectly preserved book of Allah. That is what I believed. So now, based on that fact, I am now a murtad. You said, may Allah guide. Whereas Allah himself is saying, how can he guide the person who disbelieved after he had believed? And if we read into the tafsir, it clearly states the same thing, whether they give some example or not an example. This is the references which is showing. So now you already stated the same point. The one who believed in Muhammad, then they disbelieved. Allah cannot guide me right now. But you are saying, may Allah guide you.
First, this comment was given to everyone, not for you specifically. And I don't know your position. I don't know your situation. I don't know your story as an individual. So I cannot judge you by person, you know, because I don't know you, you know. And this is our first discussion. This is a general rule, you know, for the people that who believe that this is a prophet, you know. At the same time, they deny him, you know. There is many reasons they deny him. Due of the family pressure, social pressure. Oh, what my father will tell me, you know. What about my wife? Okay, what about my job, you know. I work in a places that Allah says, oh, this is haram, you know. You cannot take money from people that you don't have the right, you know. So, you know, just like the interest rates or the taxes, you know, or anything that you don't have the right, or you cannot sell alcohol anymore, you know. So there is a pressure sometimes, and sometimes
so once again, if you do not know my situation, how can you say the pressure? I have the pressure on the opposite side, brother.
I didn't judge you. I cannot judge you by individualist, you know.
Exactly.
I'm giving a general rule.
Let me give you the answer, because you started saying this. I have the pressure on the opposite side, because I come from a Sunni Sayyid caste and family, where by rejecting
Sayyid family,
Islam,
you mean what do you mean by Sayyid
you know
family?
what a Sayyid family is. Do I need to explain the Sajra and Nasb and tell you what Sayyid family is? Like you told me you are a Muslim.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so
I am as well. We have Shajarat from my mother's side.
Perfect. So now I have
خلاص.
the pressure from Islam that as soon as I left Islam, I have all these people trying to persecute me, trying to either bring me to faith or
Okay,
kill
can we?
me.
This is. I am very glad to discuss these issues, but this is actually the side of the issue because my claim was may Allah guide you,
Now, may
and
Allah guide. So first thing is,
let's remember
let's
the
first thing.
address. You know,
No,
let's
let's first
remember
fix,
the. All
brother.
right.
Let's fix the
This is a
first
side
thing.
discussion. I'm very well to
No, no,
discuss
no.
it
It
with you.
is
I
the
have no
main
problem.
discussion. It is the main discussion to begin with, and then we will go to any other discussion because this is your main starting point, and I will go into every point with you, but one by one. Let's fix the first point.
Okay.
So you agree with me that Allah said this in the Quran that as a apostate, he cannot guide me.
No.
No.
Did
Okay. Please
as
explain.
an apostate? No. It doesn't say as an apostate.
So he cannot
First,
guide me, right?
in the verse, it doesn't say specifically the apostate cannot be guided.
He said, how shall
Understand?
Allah guide a person who disbelieves? So Allah is saying, how can I guide somebody who disbelieved after he has accepted Islam?
After he witnessed that the truth, that Rasulullah is the truth, yeah,
Yeah,
is
so
the
I
truth.
witness that. I bear witness it because without the bear witness of Shahada, Ashhadu an la, unless you bear witness that Allah is, there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is the last prophet, you are not a Muslim. So I have been
Yes.
reciting the Shahada, bearing witness on that since childhood. How
Okay.
can
From
suddenly,
this situation, okay, from this situation, I cannot because I have to ask the scholars, and I can reply to you back. But this information now, I don't have an answer to be fair.
okay, so
I cannot answer from my mind, unless if I'm a scholar. I'm not a scholar. I'm a student of knowledge. So if there is any question that I don't have an answer for it, I have to go back and revise and take them from the knowledge from the scholars.
okay, so your knowledge from the scholars. Let's talk with the scholars. This is a scholar of Islam. His name is Anas bin Malik. He is reciting something from what he heard from Prophet of Islam, whose name is Muhammad, as you believe in, as you bear witness, and this is in Sahih al-Bukhari. Okay, what does he says about guidance and not guidance?
Okay, can you please go down and read it in Arabic first?
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. حدثنا سليمان كل الله بالرحمة ملكا كان الله بالرحمة ملكا. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
everything a man has to do or act, whether good or bad, it will be pre-written and prescribed for me. How can Allah punish me at a later time when I have done exactly what He has pre-written for me and I do not have a free will, basically?
That's good. Actually, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He gave you the option. He
Hmm.
gave you the choice to choose. As you said, I'm now a murtad. No one forced you, No one forced you. So if someone forced you and you act as a murtad to save your life, will be a different issue. And Allah knows the best. Allah He's the one who's gonna judge, And He knows the evidences, the unseen evidences and the seen evidences. Not like us as us humans who just know the seen evidences. For you, yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He knows everything and He knows what you're going to choose. He knows what you are going to choose. And He knows that you will be a good person or bad person. He
My friend,
knows.
that's you do realize that's
He's the
what
all
the
knowledge. He's the all
no, no,
knowledge, yeah.
my friend, I understand that, but you do realize this is not what the Hadith is saying. He's saying that it is written when I am in the womb of my mother, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I have a free will, you know how Allah destroys my free will?
You have a free will, yeah?
So, you know how Allah destroys my free will? Allah says, whoever Allah guides, he is guided, and whoever He sends astray, وَمِن يُضْلِلْ وَمِن
Yeah, of
يُضْلِلْ
course.
whoever
Yeah,
He
ويضلل,
sends
yeah.
astray. Okay,
Yeah.
so
There is
the
another verse. There is another verse This one I have knowledge. There is another verse which very close to it, and it gives you because there is a way of translation in Islam. First, the Quran verse explain another Quran verse.
Yeah, I will give
After
you so
finish
many.
this section, then you go to the Hadith that explains the Quranic verse. You understand me?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna show you. Go to Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 26.
Verse 26. Okay, before I jump to that, I already written it so that I will just press enter and it will show.
It's actually this one. It's actually
First,
explains this one.
my friend, hold on. I will go there. I will go there right now.
Cool.
Just first read this verse so that you would know what I'm talking about.
ومن يهد الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فأولئك هم الخاسرون. Whoever Allah guides is the rightly guided, and whoever He sends astray, it is those who are the losers.
Okay, yes. Perfect. So the one whom Allah sends astray is the loser. Are you with me on that one? Perfect.
Yes.
Now let me go to your verse.
Now let me go
to I am going. See, I'm here. There you go. Okay. So now read, brother. Or do you want me to read?
It's okay. I'm gonna read it, or if you want to read it, no problem.
Okay. Indeed, Allah is not limited to present an example, that of a mosquito, or what is smaller than it, and those who have believed know that it is the truth from thy Lord. But as for those who disbelieve, they say, what did Allah intended by this as an example? He misleads many thereby and guides many thereby, and He misleads not except the definite or disobedient.
Yes, that's it. So basically, Allah misleads the definitely disobedient people.
Perfect. That's actually in my favor, brother. Do you realize what you are saying?
Yeah, this actually confirms. This actually confirms that Allah doesn't only He doesn't see a rightly guided person and He doesn't. He misleads the defiant, disobedient.
My brother, do you understand what you just did? Basically, I knew this verse and I was about to give you this verse 3 verses later. You just did is you actually.
Where do you reject?
I'm not rejecting it. Brother, I'm accepting it, my friend. Just wait with me. You just skipped 2 verses that would actually have led to here. Now, here, try to understand over here. You are telling me that a person who is misled by Satan, because obviously if a person is already misled, he is misled by Satan, correct? Right? Am I wrong in saying that, or am I right?
Again? Sorry, I didn't focus. Again.
If a person is misled, is he misled by the Satan, correct?
He misled by the Satan.
Right?
And of course, al-dalal is the last astray. Is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for those al-fasiqeen.
Okay, understand what I'm saying. Wait. Don't jump now. Now, here, try to understand. So, I am misled by the Satan. Okay. And then Allah said, He is going to mislead me even more. Then basically what happened is, now I have nowhere to go back to, because Allah, who's supposed to guide, is misleading me. Satan, who is supposed to mislead me, is also misleading me. At the day of judgment, when I will stand in front of Allah and He will ask me something, I would say, Allah, isn't that you who misled me when I was already misled? Rather than you guiding me, you misled me as well. And you had predefined my fate in my mother's womb, predeterminedly, when I did not know much anyways. So Allah misguided me. Allah performed UTOL on me when I was already UTOL by the Satan.
Okay, can I answer you?
Yeah, obviously now it's your time, brother.
It says in the verse, I usually focus on the Arabic verse because it is the more clear, because Arabic is better than English, with knowledge and idiotic language. So it's very specific, because mislead, disobedient, there is many words, they can say it like al-aq is disobedient, or al-ghair muti' is disobedient, but al-fasiqeen in the Arabic verse, it's much higher in rank. So what I want to say is that he misleads the definitely disobedient. The disobedient is the one who sees the clear answers. He sees the clear signs. At the same time, he disobeys. he keeps disobeying. He sees the clear signs in front of him, and it's very clear to him, and he's still disobeying. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to mislead him.
My friend, that's
Unless he
exactly.
submit.
My friend, I had already submitted. I had already submitted.
No,
I've
you
been praying.
disobeyed. You disobeyed in the end.
Hold
Yeah.
on, hold on. Let me tell you. I was already submitted. I was praying 5 times a day. I was performing the wudu every time, even when I go to the bathroom, even though that it was not the time of the prayer. I was still going to do that because I wanted to remain in wudu. I would not leave a single fast. I was doing everything according to the submission of Allah. Okay, and I yet I got misled, because now I am an apostate, and that is exactly what Allah is saying in one way or another, that if a person is misled, he is going to more mislead. I have been praying to Allah,
No,
Allah
but
guide
he's
me,
showing
Allah guide
you.
me.
Allah knows. Listen,
My friend,
whatever
hold
you
on,
tell
let me
me,
finish now. Let me finish, please,
Mr.
if you
Adam,
don't
Mr.
mind.
Adam, I have to speak as well. You have to let me
Yeah,
speak.
but like I didn't even finish my statement
All
of
right,
my
sorry.
past. Let me
Continue.
finish my statement of the past, and then you can say. So when I was a Muslim at that time, I was praying for Allah's guidance, that Allah guide me, because now I have shak in your statements. Now I have shak that I'm getting things and I'm reading things and I'm going digging deep into your religion, and I have shak, and I've been praying that for years, and then finally I left him. So basically, if we look at it, he misled me when I was in the guidance, and then Allah says, "Kaifa yahdi." To me, how can he guide when you were believer and then you disbelieved? So when I was still a believer, he did not guided me when I was asking for him, doing longer qiyams,
What's longer qiyam?
longer sujood. What do you mean by
Uh,
longer qiyam? Do you not offer prayer?
qiyam,
Do you know
yeah,
what qiyam is?
qiyam.
Okay.
Yeah, qiyam, yeah, because the different accent. Yeah, qiyam.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, qiyam al-layl.
Exactly. So I was doing longer qiyams, I was doing longer sujood, and I was asking him for guidance, yet I was astray according to you, not according to other people, but Muslimi, not just you, sorry, Muslimi. And then I am the definitely disobedient. So please, the mic is yours.
All right. Can I answer?
I said
First,
mic is yours.
yeah, sure. First, there is nothing I can make sure that you are actually believing or praying to Allah to guide you. Allah knows best. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the one who can judge, He knows the seen and the unseen. And if you're murtad, it's your choice. If you're murtad, Allah knows if you're seeing the clear signs. And Allah knows if you disobey and you didn't want to submit for those clear signs. Understand me?
Carry on, brother.
Yeah, sure. But we
Carry
cannot
on.
judge, Listen, the judge in the final is to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And as well, there is scholars that were discussing about those people who live in the jungles, in the Amazon jungles, and who didn't even receive the message clearly.
Yeah, they
Who
haven't
didn't know
received it.
about.
I did. I did.
Yeah,
So we are
they
talking
were
about me.
discussing about. Yeah, some scholars would say no. I mean, this is actually for the same issue. Now we're talking about the same issue. These scholars, they say these guys, they have their excuses. They have their excuses. They don't know about Muhammad. They didn't know about the message. The message didn't go clear to them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very fair, and have mercy on the servants. So Allah will judge for them. You understand me? Allah will judge. He will have His own judgment.
My friend.
Some scholars, they say they will have a different dunya, a different life, and He will retest them. And some say that they will go to heaven, but it's impossible for them to go to be punished.
I understand. I understand your
So yeah,
point. Quite frankly,
the clear signs for a person, and these things which go inside your brain, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. We don't know it as human beings. We cannot judge it. We judge only the seen, what we see from you, and this is what we can judge. And this is what we have judged in every country. The judge always they judge based on the scene, based on the evidences,
and the
based on the human
evidence,
ability.
and
Based
the
on the human
evidence
ability.
is against your statements. Quite frankly, my friend, no matter which whether you are Hanafi, Shafi, Hanbali, or Maliki. I don't know. I don't care to ask at the moment, because all four school of thought agree to the basic principle that apostates should be killed, and you already know that. But forget that part for the time being. We are talking about the Yudlil of Allah. In
See, let's. Okay,
1693, Allah says,
you wanna talk. If you want to open side topics, I don't mind. But
no, but like
let's
you
put a
said,
beginning for it, because we cannot
you said the
jump from
judgment.
back.
You said the judgment is not is only for Allah, and that is why I gave you the rebuttal on that in a
The
shorter
last
time and came
judgment.
back.
I'm talking about the last judgment.
So
The
yeah,
heaven,
so I gave you my
and
rebuttal.
hell. Listen, the heaven and hell is
Hmm.
based on Allah's judgment.
Yeah,
You
so
know.
I brought up, that is why I brought up this verse, the last judgment now. So in this world, Muslimin judges me, and in the last world, Allah is going to judge me, and that's why I brought up this verse. This is
Yes.
1693. When you were talking, based on your talk, I brought up this verse. It
See,
says,
can I open something for you? Like, it's very close to these issues. For
let's read
example, we
this
have
first.
technologies. Listen, brother. We
Let's
have
read this first. Let's read
listen,
this first.
brother. It's very important now. I can say this, for you and for us and for all the good listeners.
My friend, let me finish
Today we
me.
have new
When
judges. Look, we have new technologies.
my friend, it does not matter.
Please let me speak.
No, no,
Please
no,
let me
no.
speak.
Listen, I don't care about the world. We are talking about the scripture. Please respect the scripture. This is Quran we are talking about. Forget the
No, we are
normal
talking about
worldly
the
judging.
humans. No, I was
No,
talking about
I
the
don't care
seen
about.
evidence.
I don't care about the world. I don't care about the worldly judges. I don't care about the worldly things.
Okay.
These are
All
worldly
right.
things. We are talking about the Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala's original statements. So let's look at those. Any
Yes.
human can be wrong. Do you agree with me on that?
Again, any human being can be wrong, can do
Can be
something
wrong,
wrong.
right? Can be wrong.
Yes.
Perfect. So forget humans things. We are talking about Allah's divine words. So let's come
Yes.
to this divine word. Allah says, and if Allah had willed, law sha Allah. Sha Allah, if he wanted, if he will,
Yes. Yes.
right? He could have made you one
Nation.
ummatul wahida, one nation,
Ummatun
one,
wahida. Yes.
right? Walakin, but he sends astray yudlil, right? Yud, right?
يضل من
Right?
يشاء. يضل من يشاء.
Mayasha,
نعم. ويهدي من يشاء.
whichever he wills, he sends astray. Mayasha, whichever he wills, and he
Yes.
guides whichever he wills.
Yes.
And you will
And
surely be questioned about it. So now we are talking about the day of judgment. He is the one who sent somebody astray, whom he willed.
yes.
And how can he question the person when he is the one who sent astray him, who he willed? How can he
Yes.
question me?
Okay. ويضل من يشاء. He misguided. Wait. Let me read it in English. And he
Read it in
guides.
Arabic, brother.
No. He sent. No. For the listeners, like even.
Forget it. They already know this. Read it
Okay.
in Arabic. We are talking.
He sends astray whom he wills. Yeah. And who are those guys who send Allah Subhanahu wa Taala? Like they send them astray.
Like I told you, it
The
does
one
not
is the
matter.
one disobedient.
I
Is the
said
one
it does not
disobedient
matter.
based on the previous verse.
My friend, it does not matter. The thing is, if Allah is not sending astray, then he can question. He can say, hey, Adam, you were led astray by the Satan. I tried to guide you. Hence, I am questioning you. Now, here the problem is, Satan tried to misguide me. Okay. And then Allah also misguided me. How can then Allah ask me
No,
a
but
question? Because now the thing is, he is co-partner in Satan's misguidance. He cannot question me because he's the one who also misguided me.
okay.
Does Satan do yadlil in the
Can I
Quran?
answer you? Can I answer you this?
Brother, does
Okay.
Satan do yudlil in the Quran?
Can I answer? Can I answer your statement?
You
Yes.
can
Thank
answer,
you.
but like, does Satan do yudlil in the Quran?
Yes, the shaitan.
Perfect. Thank you.
The
Please.
shaitan.
Now you can answer.
Listen, the shaitan misguided people, and Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Based on your situation as personal, because Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is gonna judge everyone individually. Based on the evidences, on the signs, if Allah showed you the signs that you are doing this is wrong, what you're doing is wrong, and by the ability that Allah gave you this brain, and by the ability you have, you saw the truth, and you denied, and you became disobedient, and you insist to be disobedient all the time, he will send you astray. But if you
My friend, hold
have
on.
that disability,
Here,
to
I
know the
already
truth.
explained that. No,
Listen,
no, brother, hold on. Stop here because I already
why do I
explained it
hear
to you.
you, Adam? It's very important
No,
that you
no,
have
I
a
already explained this to
constructive
you.
dialogue.
I already explained this to you, and then you still brought up this same point. I told you when I was a Muslim, I
I
was
am
following
explaining to
everything.
you. Listen, Adam. If you want to hear something, if you want to know the information, that you have to listen. You
My
have to be
friend, I
patient.
have been listening to the ulama deen all my life, and that's why I'm telling you, brother, what you are explaining it to me. I had a debates with the ulama deen in the mosques, whether you call them ulama deen or not, and I gave them the same explicit answer, and they revert back in a circle. And you are doing the same thing. You're going in a circle. I am telling you, I was
Can
a
you give
Muslim.
me first, like, as I hear you very well, please hear me very well, because this is very important for you and for the listeners, because the listeners, they want to know the truth. So it's very important that you can provide your informations very clearly without me interrupting you. And same as well for me, if I want to give you information, it's very important for you to hear,
Then
to make it
please,
clear
I
for
don't
you
want to
and
go
for the
into
listeners.
circle again. Yes, I don't want to go to circular reasoning
No,
again.
no, no.
So now,
I'm not gonna go. I
now,
wish.
I was already guided and I am now asking guidance from Allah, but Allah sent me astray. Where should I go from here? Please. Mike is yours.
Okay, you will be listening, I wish. For
If you
you,
go and go into
as I
circle, yes.
told you, listen, I need to, first, if I'm going to make a judge, I'm going to make a judge on general basis. I'm not going to go to you specific, you understand? I'm not going to go to you specific
No, no, go to
because
me specific. You're talking to me,
the
brother. You are talking to me, so go to me specific.
because the takfir of the individualist, like someone is infidel, and this judge doesn't come from me. It comes from the top muftis. You understand? So this is very important for you to know. But in general, if someone saw the truth and his brain realized it's the truth, above that, I know it's the truth, I'm gonna disobey and I'm gonna keep disobeying, do of my own reasons. I have my own reasons, I have my own desires that I want to keep up. This one who will be judged, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the best, because in the day of judgment, you will say, God, at that day I was disbelieved. He will tell you that no, at that day, at that night, when that person came to you, you saw the truth, but then at that time you know it by your brain, it was the truth, but you disagree. You see, this all unseen data, Allah knows it. We don't know it. So in general judge, we say if someone knows the truth and realize the truth and disobey it, this one who will Allah will judge him, and he will go to hell. But if someone have the argument in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he have the argument, because Allah will listen to your arguments too. If someone have the argument in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that this informations or this data, it didn't come to him in the right way, or he was misguided by others, so that information didn't come to him with many reasons. Even the people of Amazon jungle, you understand me, they didn't receive it. They have the argument, for them not to be put in fire. And Allah is justice subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay,
This is a
so
general rule.
you are going against your own scholars, and you said that you took it from the scholars. This is Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir is saying if Allah had willed, He would have made all humanity one nation, like saying "Law sha Allah," meaning "O mankind." Ummehatu wahid. This is like the ayah, and then he says that He could have created harmony among them, and there would not be any difference and conflict or hatred between them. And if your Lord has so willed, He would surely have made mankind one nation or community, but they will not cease to disagree, accept him on your Lord as bestowed his mercy, for that he created them. This is chapter number 11, verse number
Yeah,
118
okay.
and 119. Walakin yudlil, but he allows whom
يضل من يشاء.
okay,
Not يضل يضل.
he wills to stray, and he guides whom he wills. Then on the day of resurrection he will be asked about it. Now I don't care about the Amazon jungle. I do not care, because they have
Yeah,
not received the word of Allah.
yeah,
It does
sure.
not matter for me
But
right now, because
if you
now
misunderstand, you say Zaid, يضل من يشاء. He misguided anyone he wants. I'll tell you,
okay,
yes,
why does he misguide
Allah
anyone he wants?
misguided based on the chapter 2 I give you.
This
Allah
no, not Ibn
misguided,
Kathir does not give
and
that.
he only misguided the disobedient, the
My
definitely
friend,
disobedient.
My friend, I
You
told
have to, you
you
have
you
you
are
have you
going in
have to get
circle.
all the verses. You have to get
No,
all
no,
the
you are
verses
going in
so you
circle.
understand the picture. You know, if you take one verse,
My friend, do you want to state everything in circular reasoning? You said go to the
not
mujtahins.
circular, not circular,
Yes,
Mr.
you are
Adam.
doing that. Right now, I'm showing not my own interpretation, but the interpretation of Ibn Kathir. He did not give your verse for this ayah. He gave the verse of chapter number 11, verse number 118 and 19, and he quoted that. I am not doing that. Ibn Kathir is doing that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
He
Now
explains the
I am not
verse.
even talking. Now I am not even
He
talking.
explained.
Ibn Kathir. So according to the Ibn Kathir's interpretation,
Yeah,
this is
he's
exactly what
explaining.
my interpretation is because I took it from Ibn Kathir. So
Okay.
Allah is misguiding anyone whom He wants, and He gives an analogy and etc. etc.
Wait,
etc.
wait, go above,
So
go
now
above.
here, hold
No,
on,
no, no.
I'll go.
Let's go above, please.
Okay, Ji, let's go above. Read it.
Let's go
Read the
above.
example. This is the one you want to read.
Wait,
Read.
no. Let's go up. It's all Arabic or English?
It is English. Why should I
All
open all
English.
Arabic?
Okay,
Read it.
okay. Then Allah warns His servant against taking oath as means of deception, using them of treasure
What does Allah do?
purposes.
What does Allah do? People
Allah
are
warns
reading now.
His servant against taking oaths as means of deception.
Deception. Perfect. Now let's read.
Okay, using them for treacherous purposes,
Mm-hmm.
lest the foot should slip after being firmly planted. So basically, like it's actually confirming, yani,
Next.
like
Read. So
listen.
I already explained it to
Adam,
you.
Habibi, Habibi. When we, for example, when you have a contract, okay, you're signing a contract. This contract has many points, yeah, many
Mm-hmm.
subjects. First, you need to do this. First, do this. Three, to do this. If you took one point and you implement the whole contract, you will be misguided, you know, for the understanding. But if you read 1 and 2 and 3, there's a picture that is given to you that you will be implementing under this circle. You cannot go with one and you maximize all the other parts and you restrict only this
My
contract.
friend,
Oh,
did
I
I
have to
not
do this.
answered
You
you on
understand?
that particular part already? Why are you repeating again and again? I told you
You
if
know,
Satan has
that's why
misguided
that's why
me, if
these
Satan
points in the
has,
contract, this point in the
you are,
contract, Mr. Adam, this is very important to know. These points in the contract are the verses and the hadiths, you know. So those ones gonna make you a full picture, you know, of
I already gave
what
you the
you want to
hadith to begin
understand.
with. My
If
friend,
you
you are repeating. You are repeating. I already gave you the
we are
hadith
on the
for it.
same subject. We are on the same subject, yeah. That's why we are
No, no.
repeating, yeah.
I already gave you the hadith for this, where Allah is blaming me for doing something which He already preordained, and that's what Adam said to Moses as well in the hadith as well. But what I'm showing you here, and I'm telling you again and again, if I am already misguided, then Allah needs to guide me, and if I then leave His guidance, then that is fine. But I am already misguided, and Allah is also misguiding me. He is
He's
co-owner
giving you
of
the
the
choice, yeah.
satanic thing. He is co-owner of what Satan is doing. Satan is misguiding, Allah is misguiding. That's exactly what I'm saying. If
No,
Allah would say Satan misguided,
uh,
Satan has misguided, you are a misguided person. Now I'm not going to misguide you. I am still going to guide you. Then he can ask me question. If he's saying
he
it's my
misguided the
will,
disobedient. He misguided the
my friend,
disobedient.
where was I disobedient?
If he's giving you clear evidences for
Where
you
was
to
I?
submit,
Where was I not obedient? If I'm offering the salat, if I'm offering the saum, if I'm doing everything, eating halal food, doing the halal rizq, if I'm doing everything according to what Allah's wills are, how am I the misguided one? So I was the purely guided
no,
one of the.
he will not, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not judge you.
He did that to
You
me.
were
I'm an
guided.
apostate.
Allah will judge
I'm an
you.
apostate.
Well, yeah, you're apostate now. You know, you're apostate. Yeah, it's just
So
like
he did
you.
that to me.
I am now a good person. I am now a good person, and the police doesn't want anything from me. But then I suddenly went out and killed my or one of the guys in the street. Then I go to the judge. I was like, I was a good guy. Why don't judge me as that person? I just killed the guy. Just forgive me.
My friend,
You
I
will be
told you do
punished.
not bring humans.
You will be.
I told
You will
you
be.
do not.
You will be punished. If you killed someone. Yeah.
My
Even if you
friend,
are
if
30 or
so,
60
basically you are
years.
telling me apostasy is equal to killing somebody.
I'm not saying it's equal. I'm not saying
Okay,
it's equal.
so
I'm
don't
saying
bring
the
an
mistake.
example.
What's equal
Do
is
not
every
bring an
mistake.
example which does not fit.
What's equal that every mistake should be punished. You cannot say I was a good guy, now I killed someone. Come on,
So
no.
I am saying,
That's not fair. That's not even fair, even for human logic, yeah.
I am saying Allah misguided me. Now I am here. Why did you say may Allah guide you? Because Allah said that He
First,
created certain
I didn't
man
know you. I
and
didn't know you
jinn.
in person. First, I didn't know you in person. When I say may Allah guide you, I give it to everyone. Who joins, who agrees in this in the video you post. It's a comment, and I'm giving it to everyone. I don't know you specifically. You understand? I don't know you specifically. This is a general prayer. Everyone wants the best for the other people. Yeah, we should, as Muslims.
Okay, even for
We
the
should,
general prayer.
as Muslims, we should always wish the other people good. May Allah guide you. Yeah? And this is a guidance very important for humanity.
Even
As
for
human,
the
I'm not
general
perfect.
people. Okay, brother, I understand. Even for the general people, the person whom Allah created for Nar-e Jahannam, because Allah said that He created certain man and jinn for the Nar-e Jahannam. How can you pray for him when he was actually created for Nar-e Jahannam? And Allah
You
Himself
mean
told
He
Muhammad,
created me or the jinn?
man and jinn both for the Nar-e Jahannam. Read the
They
verse.
were created or they will be sent to Jahannam. You mean?
Read it.
لو شئنا لأتينا كل نفس هداها ولكن حق القول مني لأملأن جهنم من الجنة والناس أجمعين.
Okay, so what does Allah say over here?
ولو شئنا, okay, just for the listeners, if we had willed, we could have given every soul its guidance. But the word for me will come into effect that I will surely fill hell with jinn and people all together. Yes.
So what is the word of Allah?
People, yeah?
What is the word of Allah? The misguided people. Are you sure? You said connect the verses from Quran.
Because
except
it's
from your Lord has
chapter
given
2.
mercy,
Follow
and
the
He
contract,
created them. He created them. He created them for what? But for the word of the Lord will be fulfilled, that I will surely fill the jinn and the mankind. So that verse and this verse, Allah creates khalaqahum. Allah creates certain jinn and mankind for hell. He said that. So if a person is created for hell, how is your prayer going to take any effect? Please.
He created them, the jinn, and humanity in general, yeah?
What is
He
Allah
didn't say we created them for the hellfire.
Yes. What is
إلا
it?
من رحم ربك ولذلك خلقهم.
وَذَلِكَ خَلَقَ. So there is a jim over here.
إلا
And
من
kaf la. So
من
jim.
رحم ربك
Rabbuka.
ولذلك
Full stop.
خلقهم.
There is a jim. Can you see the jim over here?
Yeah.
A stopper? Okay, thank you. وَذَلِكَ خَلَقَهُمْ. And for that He created them. Who created them? So that the word of Him, the kalama of Rabb, will come into effect. That what? I will surely fill the jinn and mankind together.
Read from the beginning. Except whom your Lord has given mercy, and for that He created them.
So exactly. So He created certain people for hell. There is no shak in this ayah.
Your Lord, read the verse.
Exactly. So the mercy is at the level
your
of
Lord
creation.
Has given mercy.
Exactly.
And
so
that
the mercy,
He created them.
My friend, so the mercy is at the level of creating the person, not at the other time. So He created certain people with His mercy, and He created certain people for hell. This is the clear ayah, and you know Arabic.
Okay, but let's say He knows the future, yeah? He knows,
my friend,
what you are going to do.
I don't care. Every god, in every false god in the world.
Listen, this is part of knowledge, yeah. This is part
my friend.
of knowledge.
This is
because you know something
I am not
for the
saying.
future.
Oh my goodness,
my you know friend, something for the future, yeah. If you know something for the future, you know everything. So if He knows that you will go to hell, He knows you're gonna disobey Him.
Are you going to?
Everything.
Are you going to be Maulvi Imam over here? Are you going to be an Imam over here for the dawah?
Listen.
No. You listen for the time, for the sake of argument. Are you here for the dawa? My friend, you are not here for the dawa. You know why? Because I have already heard these things. I'm telling you, every false god in the world, every false god follower in the world knows that God, their God knows everything. So that is not even a point. So why are you wasting time on that point? Now, what we are talking over here, that Allah had mercy for people at the time when he was born, and that
Okay.
is why he created certain people for hell, and that is why Allah sent astray. So Allah knows that is absolutely fine for me. If Allah would not send astray, that is fine. He knows that the Satan will misguide you. Okay, Adam, you will going to go to hell, or okay, Z, you will going to go to heaven, because I know what is going to happen to you. But the problem over here is that Allah is stating he misguides, whereas Satan misguides. Then for that person there is no escaping, because the most powerful being in the world, which you call Allah, is also misguiding that person. So how can that person ever receive the guidance when the most powerful person in the world is misguiding them?
Okay. Yeah. Sure. If I answer, if I answer, I will be going in circle.
I've
Just to
already
check.
given you the answer,
Yeah.
so
Just to make sure, And Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, He misguided the disobedient. The disobedient comes from
I,
Satan. He's
so that's
insisting,
what I'm
and
saying. Am I not saying
the
that?
Satan
Am I not saying
tells
that?
him no. Yeah, he knows by his ability. He knows, oh, 1 + 1 = 2. But the Satan is telling him, yeah, you know what? Don't choose 2. There's many things you can do in this life. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Why would you choose 2? And he keeps accepting. And those messages come to him. During this dialogue, me and you, there is a listeners who knows. And he knows what's happening, and they receive the good messages. Allah knows them. Those guys who's insisting, that the group of them who's insisting to do wrong and wrong and wrong, while they're saying the truth, and they know is the truth, this is where they will be
Okay,
misguided. Because
you
they're
said something over here. You
disobedient.
said something over here. Hold on.
But
I
listen,
already told you.
by the way, this one's we're not gonna finish it, obviously.
Oh no, we are
So
going to finish this.
let's
You are
jump to
going to
the
finish it.
let's
You
jump to the
said,
main comments,
you
because
said,
listen.
you said Allah.
Adam,
You said
Habibi.
Satan. Oh, hold on, brother. We need to first fix Allah. Then we will go somewhere else. You said the Satan whispers and makes the things looks good. That's what Allah does as well. Allah says, indeed, for those who do not believe in the hereafter, we have made pleasing to them their deeds, so they wander blindly. So now, every
Yeah,
person is first
exactly.
misled
It's
by the
confirming
Satan.
my.
Hold on,
It's
I'm already.
confirming my.
When did I rejected your statement? I always stated your statement. You are not listening to me. You are just stating your statement again and again. And that's why I say, please listen to my statement as well. My statement is going the way you are saying. The person who is already misled by the Satan, and then Allah is also misleading him. No matter how Satan misleads, Allah misleads in the same way. Then that person has nowhere to escape. Hence, Allah cannot ask the question. That is what I'm saying. How can Allah ask the question when He is the one who is misleading on
Okay,
top of Satan's misleading? Allah and Satan are doing the same thing. Satan is glamorizing his bad deeds. Allah is glamorizing his bad deeds. Satan is sending astray Yudlil. Allah is sending astray Yudlil.
Okay.
What else do you want to say about Allah?
Okay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already says, إن الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة زينت لهم أعمالهم فهم يعمهون. It's actually perfecting what I was saying. Indeed, for those who don't believe in the hereafter, we made them pleasing to them their deeds. Basically, it's those ones who are insisting and they don't believe and they just want to follow their desires, for the other reasons. Allah gonna make them all enjoy. If you want to keep that life, you want to go clubbing, you want to go drink alcohol, you want to go adultery, you want to do whatever you want for those pleasures, enjoy. But Allah is giving you the signs. This is wrong. Adultery is going to harm your society. It's going to harm your family. You're not going to have a stable
So
family.
Allah misled.
So even now, let's say, for example,
Allah misled
uh,
that person to
if
perform those
he's
actions.
giving you clear evidences,
Where
and
is
you
the
keep
clear evidence?
rejecting,
Where is the clear
everyone
evidence?
clear evidence in everything, in every
Where is the
prophet.
clear evidence?
You want me to give you example?
So where is the clear evidence? I am already
Do you
saying this
want
Quran
me? Do you want me to
is
give you
the clear
example?
evidence. Yes, yes, yes. We'll this
Okay,
Quran. I am
cool.
giving you the
Okay,
examples. This Quran is the
I'll give you
clear
an
evidence.
example. I'll give you an example.
Let me
I'll
fix
give you
that
a.
first. This
No, no, no.
Quran has the
You
clear
asked. Please let
evidence.
me answer. Let me answer. You
Let
asked.
me
Yeah.
finish my statement. This Quran right now that we shown is the clear evidence that Allah and Satan are co-conspirator in doing the same thing, and that is leading person astray to send him to hell. So now give me the example.
Okay. Let's give you an example in real life. Unfortunately, the atheists and let's say the secular systems and liberals and they're promoting, for example, the sexual freedom. This sexual freedom has led many to go astray, and this brought up unstable families. Unfortunately, now it recently came to India as well. May Allah guide us all. Now we see this instability of many of Indian families, many high rate of divorces, rape statistics. The sister, she started to run away from her home. She started living alone with her boyfriend, and the vice versa. And those things, they brought children out of wedlock, and the man doesn't take responsibility. There is no contract that he signed for this woman. With this woman that he married to, and this increased those wedlock children, and the science from not even Islamic. Allah has given the evidences based on the brain of the human. The human brain, after their researches, they realized, oh, there is a social problem with adultery. There's social problems with fornication that brought up. Unfortunately, they brought up high mass shooting as well. Like I read the statistics in US that majority of mass shooters that came from single parent family. Another statistics I read that the adulteries increase the crime rate of the society. So there is a massive cost for the society, but the people, they realize it by science, by the ability that Allah gave them, that they can take this knowledge and they can research. Unlike a monkey or a dog, you cannot analyze like us. We see the clear signs. At the same time, we reject them because of our desires, because we want to enjoy these ladies, and let's convince them that, hey, you have a freedom of whatever you want to do. Your father, your brother cannot force you to do something. You are free to do it. Based on desires, they start to make these unfortunate things, and they know that this actually harmed their society based on scientific evidences, but they reject it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, unfortunately for some group of those people who's insisting after they seeing this knowledge and they're still enjoying this life and they want to have that sexual freedom, like unfortunately like how monkeys they do it and how animals they do it with no any restrictions. They do it, they enjoy life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, khalas, I'm giving you these clear answers, clear proofs, and he's still insisting to have adultery affairs and enjoy life. You only live once. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. And the hereafter and the heaven will be inherited by the righteous. This is an example, of real life.
Okay. Now
we have made them pleasing to their deeds.
Okay, I have been here listening to you from the last 5 minutes. Okay, now let me give you the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you said goes against you in the court of law because Muhammad by himself permitted muta marriage at his time, and you agree to that, correct?
Yes, he did it once because the people were actually infidels and they're the beginning of Islam. There is many things in Islam. You want me to answer or you want to complete your statement? Sorry, complete.
So because you interrupted me in the middle, so I'm going to show you the chapter of Muta. The chapter of Muta. Mm-hmm. It was permitted then abrogated, then permitted, and then abrogated, and it will remain abrogated for the day of resurrection. So
Okay.
muta marriage, according to Sahih Muslim, it was permitted, then abrogated, then permitted, and who finally abrogated it? Who finally abrogated it, brother?
It was
Umar.
forbidden.
Umar.
Yeah.
Umar finally
Not
abrogated it.
Umar, not him. Umar is given a hadith says that the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he stopped it because some people, because there is no TV now. You have YouTube. Yeah, there's many people who watch you and me. Before, there is something I would say to you, someone, a prophet who would say to his friends. Not everyone knows. You know, this information takes time. Takes time to reach majority of people. So yeah, let's talk about it.
So this one says that people were enjoying the temporary marriage during the time of Prophet and during the time of Abu Bakr and Umar. So Umar finally abrogated it during the time of Muhammad and Abu Bakr and Umar, and you are telling me that Abu Bakr did not know that Muhammad abrogated it and Abu Bakr did not stop it, and then Umar finally stopped it. At the time of Umar there was no internet as well. How did, when Umar stopped, it got stopped? So now let's not go into that because that's a separate discussion. The discussion is Muhammad allowed muta marriage, which is nothing more than a contract. Let me finish. Let me finish now. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Is the mut'a
Let
type
me
part of the
finish.
discussion?
Let me finish. Let me
Is the
finish.
mut'a type is part of the discussion?
Let me finish. Because that is why muta is nothing
No,
more than a sexual
no.
contract.
I
Sexual
don't mind.
contract for a specific time period. For a specific time period, it's a sexual contract. 3 days, 3 hours, 3 sa'at. And every ulama deen have a different interpretation from sa'at, whether it's days, hours, weeks. So please do not go there. And that is the same thing that you do in the Western cultures that you are referring to. They pay the prostitute certain amount of money and they come and have sex with them. How is that any different than muta? Please, the mic is now yours.
Okay. First, let's go to the main topic. I was actually given a comment. I gave a comment with you. I said,
You gave a
may Allah.
5-minute long lecture.
Let's revise.
You
Yeah,
gave
yeah,
a,
but
no,
of
no.
course,
You gave a 5-minute long lecture.
Of course,
Now I have
realized.
to. No. I have to now finish that 5-minute lecture first for the sake of my audience who are listening.
Because
No. First, finish that.
You
Why
are
did you give
changing
me
now.
a 5
You're
minutes long
going to
lecture?
mut'a. You're going to mut'a.
Why did you give me a 5 minutes long lecture on a sexual immoralities of the current world when your prophet allowed the same sexual immoralities but named it muta, and you do not have an objection on that? Why do you have an objection on the prostitution?
No. Okay. Just we need to finish this one. No problem. Okay. I mentioned something as example because you
And
will
for
say
that example, I'm giving you the same
how
thing.
Allah pleasing these guys deeds. You know.
So is this
who enjoy.
good? Is this good? So is this a
Okay.
good thing that Allah allowed that
Okay. Can I answer you? No problem.
a Muslima now can be married to a person for a temporary time period, to a Muslim who can fornicate her, perform sex with her, and then let her go by giving her a garment or some shekels? How is this a nice thing to do with a Muslima?
Okay. It says Muslima.
Okay, can you tell me one single hadith where you have to do it with a non-Muslim? It is all about Muslimas because non-Muslims are your slaves. Now let's go to there. They have malakat al-imans. So when you capture the non-Muslims, then you don't even have to. Then you don't even have to perform muta marriage with them. Then they are your sex slaves. They are your sex slaves. You can perform sex, and that sex is called raping because there the consent is not there because you have got them as slaves now. So you have raping of women allowed in your religion, and you call it a nice religion, a fair thing that Allah provided.
Let's not go to the journalist way of speech. Let's go more like.
Oh, you gave me a 5-minute speech already.
Yeah, but 5 minutes based on evidence, but with no journalist speak. But anyways, let's focus on this one. No problem. But
it's my channel. I can speak the way I want to.
Then we're gonna go back to the. Then we're gonna go back to the main topic. No problem. I give example, but you give another example, relate to my example, no problem. I'm gonna discuss it with you. First, let's know that in the beginning of Islam, there's many things that were halal. The Arab used to drink alcohol. Drink alcohol. And the Quran says, do not, in the beginning, to discipline the Muslims and the society. It says, in the beginning, do not pray while you are drunk.
You're wrong here. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. You're
There's no
absolutely
verse
wrong.
says that. There's no
No,
verse says that.
no, you are wrong in the context of that. Ali was eating food and drinking alcohol with his followers. When he got so drunk, then he offered prayer and he recited the verse Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas or Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq. I don't know which one. He recited that verse wrongly, and then people told him, Ali, you are still reciting it wrongly. Then the verse came down. So please fix your context.
Yeah, this is a proof that Ali bin Abi Talib, he was part of that culture. Yeah.
So he was a drunk person as well. Perfect. Next.
Before Islam, there's many disciples. Yeah, were drinking. There's many.
No,
disciples,
it was Islam. It was Islam. It was like at least 8 years into Islam. So next, come on.
Yeah.
According to the revelation order of Quran, it was already like I think 10 years into Islam. No, rather he was eating that in Medina.
Yeah,
so in Makkah, he was drinking that in Makkah. Let me fix myself. He was doing that in Makkah, not in Medina. Please correct me that it was happening in Medina or Makkah. Please tell me.
Did I deny anything from?
No.
From
So
Makkah?
basically, Islam was there for a long time already.
Why do you cut my conversation? Why
no, I'm not cutting. I'm fixing you. So don't
I am
something.
saying no. Okay, I'm gonna repeat, but I hope you don't interrupt me again, please.
Say the right thing, then I won't interrupt, brother. Carry on.
Okay, I'm saying in the beginning of Islam, in the beginning of the message of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there was a bad habits among the Arab, and I'll give an example first. Arab used to drink alcohol before Islam. And Islam in the beginning, it was not just like the laws that now submit, because the Quran came as a verses, not to come by, hey, here is the book, the last version, or the last laws and everything, follow it now from now on. No, it was not like that. It was coming verses depend on the people's life and situations and what they should do. So Ali bin Abi Talib, radiallahu anhu, as you said, I don't know if this is a true hadith or not, but I know.
Yeah, by the way, my friend, tell me something.
You cut my conversation.
Yeah, I know this because the Quran is revealed.
No, please.
Quran is revealed.
Let me speak.
Oh, my friend, I already know that Quran is revealed in portions, and Allah was always reactive. He was always giving me things in reaction. So you are giving me a dawah.
I'm giving you explanation.
Don't give me a dawah. Make it short and bring it.
I'm not dawah. I'm talking about.
Make it short because I already know all this. So please give it short. Quran was revealed in portions. Allah was hypocrite that first he said, okay, let's do this and then do this. If Allah already knew
why you don't
alcohol is
you
bad,
can say this. I'll tell you. Listen, you can say
if alcohol is bad and wrong, why didn't he bring it from the very beginning? Why did he not stated that in the very beginning? Why?
Let's speak. Can I speak and complete my sentence without?
Because you are stating the whole thing again and again. Please.
Yeah, of course.
Don't give me a story. I already know the stories. You think I don't know the stories? I already know these stories. So give me the verdict of it.
You're giving me now, like you are interrupting me, unfortunately, and I cannot provide my information correctly. And
your information is incorrect. That is why I'm interrupting you again and again. Every time you bring in, you change the topic of muta to alcohol, where we are talking about muta, and you change it to alcohol.
You said Ali bin Abi Talib was drinking in the beginning. You said it. I didn't say it. I brought in muta because of your statement. Okay.
You moved to alcohol.
I was talking in general. Now you put me something. You drop me something. I have to defend it. I wish if I can go to the
You cannot defend it. You need to realize that Ali was a drunk person, and then based on that, Allah revealed that verse because the namaz, the prayer, the salat was getting wrong. Please state.
Can I
fix
speak?
it? Fix it. Yes.
Can I speak?
Don't give me a story. I'm tired of stories. Give
No,
me
no.
the verdict.
If I give a story based on evidences, yes, I can do it. Yeah, we are both. We should be
Then I
looking
will
to the
go
truth.
into stories.
Yeah, if we are giving if we both are giving the truth, why not? I will listen to your stories and you listen to my stories. If
Okay.
it's based on evidences, no problem.
Yeah, I'll give you the evidences. Okay, go on. Give me your story,
No
then I'll give you
problem. No
mine.
problem. No problem. Now we say there is bad habits, in the Arab in the beginning of Islam. Yes, and you mentioned that Ali was drinking during the Salah, and I will tell you, I
Not
have
during
to
the salah.
refer
You misquoted me now. Now I have to interrupt because you misquoted me. I
before the
said
Salah.
before the salah. Please don't misquote me.
Before, okay, no problem,
Yes.
no problem. Before the Salah, Ali was drunk, and he prayed, and because he was drinking, he was reciting the verse incorrectly. Yeah? And Allah Subhanahu wa Taala said, He brought a verse: "Do not go near to, do not go pray, unless you are not drunk." This is what does it mean. You say this is hypocrisy because Allah should give you the same standard. But I'll give you an example, even in human life, for this discipline of the society. And
Don't give me society. I
for
already told you.
example,
You cannot compare Allah
no,
with
no,
society. Please, God.
no, no. I'll tell you to discipline the society. This is I give you many examples to discipline the society, which is very logic. There is places in India country or in many countries that the people they are not used to that traffic light. They're not used to it. They go the way they want and everything. In the beginning, those governments they cannot force everything. Hey, listen, you have to do this, you have to do this. They cannot. In the beginning, you have to educate the civilians that the red light, the signal, for the traffic is very important. You can then promote them to, you need to get driving license, step by step. Then you can put the law. You say, listen, if you cross that red light, those villagers, the one who lives in the villages, and they don't realize what does traffic mean. If you cross the red light, we're gonna fine you. We're gonna punish you. And step by step, they will understand. And you can see this in every society that they're getting civilized. You
Are you
understand?
done?
For example, the education. They can promote the education. Send your son to our schools, and we will give you money, monthly payment, for you. But later on, when the education everyone is aware for this education, then there is another law that will come that you are not allowed to put your child without education. There is children right that we need to educate your child. You need to put him in a school. Otherwise, you will be punished and you will be fined. Yeah, this is not hypocrisy. This is the government, the owning of the laws. They're trying to educate the society. And so step by step is very important for the human beings to understand, to get that high rank of understanding and civilization.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. So Allah is nothing more than a government. Allah does not deal like a god. He deals like human because he has no power. His prophet, Muhammad, who's supposed to be the last prophet of so many prophets, and he still has to give everything in reactive motion, not in proactive, because Allah does not know the future. He only knows what happens, and then he reacts to the situations, and then he gives something. Because if Allah would know beforehand, he would have said that beforehand. Point number one. Point number two, we are now talking again back to the muta because you already gave a 5-minute speech again. So muta, once again, it has no particular reasoning except that Muhammad wants to facilitate his people who were going out with Muhammad, and they said, should we castrate ourselves? And then Allah said, no. Muhammad said, no, don't castrate yourself. Do temporary marriage. So this is called prostitution, but he gave it a name, mut'a, which means pleasure, and you already know that. So he gave a pleasure marriage, allowed them to have fornication with a contract where you have to provide some money to certain people, which does not need that. So the people was basically so disgusting that they cannot hold their organs, penises, excuse my language, that they have to have a woman to perform sex. You are telling me Allah allowed this thing for man, and Ali ibn Talib had issues with urethral discharge. This is how silly these Ali ibn Talib is. Bukhari 269. Ali is narrated by Ali. I used to get emotional urethral discharges frequently. Being the son-in-law of the Prophet, so we are not talking about any other Ali, the same Ali, I requested a man to ask him about it. So the man asked the Prophet about it. The Prophet replied, perform ablution after washing your organ, i.e. penis. So you are telling me that these
Okay.
people were so emotionally excited every time they look at a woman. They look at a woman, and we also have the hadith where Prophet came out and he saw a woman, and then he went into the house, dragged her wife, performed the sex, then came out and told his people, the woman comes in the form of a devil, so go to your wife as soon as you feel this youthful thingy, emotional thingy. So now you are telling me these people of the 7th century were so sexually moral, let me put the word moral in quotation, that they have to have the muta marriages to satisfy their emotional desires. And Allah said, I don't care about the woman's piety, I do not care about the woman's hijab and everything. Go perform sexual immoralities with these women in the form of muta. This is what you are referring to.
Okay. You want me to answer? Can I answer?
Answered, but instead of stories, come to the statements and the hadiths and everything
Give,
like
give,
I do.
Okay.
I don't run in stories.
Okay.
I run with the evidence.
Okay. Based on the evidences I brought, and
Evidences which
that
I
the
brought.
Arabs.
Sorry. I brought.
Yeah.
You did not brought evidence. You
Yeah,
just
of
gave
course,
me a story.
because listen. If we want me to bring my book and prepare everything, this is totally different issue. You know, I have to prepare myself. I have to. For me, I prepared something else. I prepared based on the comment that I have. Based on the comment that I have, I prepared evidences that Jesus is a human being. You get my point? Based on my comment. But now we're going to deviate for other comments. I am not fully ready. I don't have my everything, in front of me. Unlike you have everything in front of you. So how is that fair? But listen, it's okay, no problem. We can
So
go
you
on.
are
Yeah?
telling me that
We can go on. We can go on.
what I am
Adam.
showing. Okay, wait.
We can
Let
go
me
on.
fix your.
We can
Let
go
me,
on.
my friend. Let me fix your statement. Let me give the moral of the stories who are listening. What I am showing to you right now is so strange, so bad that you have never read it before. Is that what you are saying,
No,
or you have
Wallah,
read
I
it
read it.
before?
I read it. I read it. But
You read
okay,
it.
let me
Perfect.
answer you.
You
Let
don't
me
have to
answer
say
you.
wallahi. You don't have to say
No.
wallahi. I
But
understand that you read it. Okay.
There is difference between reading a quick things. There is difference between you read and revise, and you get all the points to understand it fully. But for me, I have an answer for this.
Okay.
As I
Give me
told
the
you,
answer.
the pagan Arabs, used to do many things. Used to drink, used to go when they go fight. They used to enjoy. So as a pleasure, as you say. So these things are in the beginning of Islam. Then Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, step by step, as I told you, step by step, it was forbidden. And Ali bin Abi Talib, as you say that he was discharging a lot. It's okay. There is many people to have healthy sexuality. There is
So
many
this is healthy
people.
sexuality.
If someone is
Getting a
discharging a
woman,
lot, listen. If
get,
someone is
get getting a
read.
woman, getting a woman
I didn't
in
cut your conversation. You cut
getting
my
a woman. No, no,
conversation
no,
now.
no, no. This is very
No,
important
you cut
point.
it. I'm speaking.
Getting a
Please let me
woman
speak.
in fornication for a set period of time is healthy sexual relationship. Thank you for saying that.
I didn't say this is healthy
Okay,
sexual
then what is
relationship.
so what is,
You
how
are
is muta,
discussing. You are interrupting.
how is muta healthy sexual relationship? Can you please explain
No,
me
I
that?
didn't say that. I
So
said
muta was wrong.
based on the hadith
So muta was
that
wrong.
that
Come to muta. So
based
muta was wrong.
in the beginning,
So was muta
or
wrong?
in the beginning, alcohol and mut'a was not wrong. In
So
the beginning
alcohol
of
and
Islam.
muta in the beginning was not wrong.
In the
Islam allowed it.
beginning, You don't cut, please, don't cut my conversation. You know, I'm here. I'm
So
giving you
Islam
a full.
allowed it.
In the beginning, it was allowed because of the
It
people's
was
bad
allowed.
habits.
Perfect.
It was
So
allowed.
basically, in the beginning, Muhammad allowed sexual immoralities, and you have no objection on that. At the time of Muhammad, if you had your daughter and somebody would have married her in Muta,
Why
you
you
would
cut
have
my
no
conversation, ya
problem
akhi?
with that in the beginning. You had no problem with that, correct?
Can I answer?
No,
Can I
no,
answer? I have a
I
full.
don't want a story now. Answer this
You
what I
don't want
asked.
anything. You don't want anything.
Answer this.
How?
Answer this. In the beginning,
Adam,
when you were
Adam,
there,
let's
in the
agree on
beginning,
something. Let's agree on something. I
no,
am
I am
hearing
now. I'm
you.
not agreeing.
You
I
are.
can see how much of a deceived person you are at this moment. So I'm fixing your deceive that you are getting deceived from others. You are not a
Okay.
deceptive person. You have been deceived. So now you are telling me, as a moral human being, at the time of Muhammad, if you were kafir, your sister would not do fornication because you had some moral highlights. But then Muhammad came and he allowed it. You would have given your daughter in Muta because it was allowed, it was okay. Is that okay? You would have given that and you'd find no immoralities in it at the beginning, correct?
Can I answer without you interrupting
Yes
me?
or no? Give me the answer.
No, I was actually
No,
talking
so
about
you would
something
not
else.
given
Now
that. So you would not given that.
you are framing the conversation
No,
without
I
me
am
actually
asking a
explaining.
simple question. Will you give me the simple
I,
answer for the
I
simple
was
question?
I was in the beginning. I don't mind actually to go to
So
this
you
issue.
won't mind. So you will give
I
your
don't mind. No,
daughter,
I don't mind.
you will give your daughter temporarily for a person to perform sex with for an X amount of hours in repay for certain dinar, dirham or clothes. Correct?
You finished?
Yes or no?
Okay, you finished, yeah?
Yes or no?
You finished or no? I have no problem to go to that topic, no problem. But for me,
Yes or no?
I have to, I have to speak about the first thing, the first details. Then
Yes
you can
or
ask me
no?
for these questions. I have no problem with it. I
Yes
have no
or no?
problem. You are deviating the topic, Mr.
My
Adam.
friend, yes or no? Give me the answer.
I have to go back to the same story based on evidences. Then I can tell you yes or no. No
There is
problem.
no evidence
No
against
problem, no
yes.
problem. I will go back, read more on these issues that you're asking me,
Okay.
and I will
Go
answer them
back,
all correctly.
go
I have no
back,
problem. But
go back,
let's go back
go
to the main topic.
back,
Let's go back
go
to the main
back,
topic.
go back, read more, fix the moralities first before you go anywhere else. You are sitting in a dumpster and you are trying to raise finger at somebody else. Now I'm giving you time. Go back, read the moralities of Muhammad and Allah, then come back to me and ask me. Before you raise a finger at me, you have to tell me why you are still living in the dumpster of Islam. Why are you still living
You
in the
finished
dumpster of Islam?
grandstanding, yeah. But
Go back.
let's go back. Let's go back to the topic now we are discussing. You know,
What did I tell
no
you?
problem, no
What did I tell
problem.
you?
You said many things and I'm still silent. I'm listening to you. Even there is many things which I don't like, but I have to listen. You know, this is part of the a constructive dialogue. But no problem. For me, as I told you in the beginning of Islam, there is bad habits in Arabs. There is bad things that Arabs used to do, and
Show me
Islam
the
was
evidence.
keeping it. The verse itself,
Show me the
the
evidence.
verse. Okay, no
Show me the
problem.
evidence that before
Okay,
Islam people were doing fornication in form of something, and then I will correlate it with the Allah saying the same thing is okay because that's in Muta. So
okay.
you are telling me before Islam they were doing prostitution. Muhammad said change the name of prostitution to Muta and I'm fine. Perfect. That's the only difference. So
You are.
show me
This
the
is your
evidence and we'll see there
interpretation,
is
bro.
only one
Wait,
difference which is
wait.
called what? The name, the change of the name. Full stop.
Okay, no problem. Wait.
Did you hear what I said?
I'm trying to get the ayat now.
Did you hear what I said?
you said I have to prove to you that there is always things that it used to be permissible, then it became that not
I
allowed
already know
nobody to
that.
do
You
it.
did
Yeah.
not hear my question. I already know that.
I'm actually
I am
searching, so
already
that's why
saying that.
I'm.
You don't have to give me. I already stated that. So I am telling you that according to you, before Islam, people were doing prostitution, and Muhammad changed the name of the prostitution to muta, and that's it, nothing more. What's the difference between prostitution and muta? The name, the change of the name. What's the difference?
The difference in names, I don't know about if the adultery itself was changed to mut'a. This one I have to
What
search
else was changed?
about.
What
This
else
one
was
I have to
changed?
search. Right now
Okay,
I'm
so go search.
searching. I'm searching. Listen to what I'm searching.
Go
I'm
search and come back on that. Okay, now you are still searching. Go search and come back on that. So this is our stance from now, that muta was okay. It was a prostitution to begin with. Guys, can you hear me, or the Z's internet is bad? Guys, give me a 1 if my internet is good, because seems like Z's internet is bad. Or is it my internet bad as well? Is this Z's internet bad or my bad? Okay, so it's perfect on my side. Okay, seems like Z is gone. His internet is bad. Okay. Okay, I can't do much over here on that. The internet problem. Z is a nice guy. Seems to be a nice guy. He had a nice discussion. So, fair enough. All right, guys. I think this was a good discussion with Z. Uh, he had a second point in his comment, and I'm going to address the second point in my main channel some other day when Z can come back with a good internet. Right now, he has a bad internet. Nothing can be done because of the bad internet. Probably he has some blackout or something like that over there. So anyhow, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation, and I hope we will going to come back with Z sometime soon. So take care, guys. God bless you all.